Welcome to the birthplace of college football, the campus of Rutgers University in Piscataway, New Jersey, where the game will be a little more technical, but no less intense than that showdown with Princeton in 1869. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Scarlet Knights will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Figueroa. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Penn State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dan.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff, and here
he unleashes a long one. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. The Scarlet Knights offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Then the short completion brings up 2nd down. Trying play action. Got his man in the middle. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Running behind that left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's Tompkins. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
He'll try the left side. At the 40, there he goes. Just trucks through it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with him. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Wide receiver shows motion. Now they're going to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kennesaw State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the back. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Caught over the middle. It's York. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. The give to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing.
That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets gets to it. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Trying to get to it. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He makes a catch. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick strike complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little waterfalls, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Dropping back, it's Tompkins. They're bringing heat. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Got enough space. Touchdown, Penn State. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He wants to throw. Coming after it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Leaves it with the running back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for 3rd in California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back, and see what happens next.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Figueroa. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Tompkins. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the...
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway.
The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Shakes off the tackle. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Feeling some heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down, fourth down coming up. And the Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll bring it back. It's Figueroa. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Right back to the well. Nice move, create some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He wants to take the top off. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Really good job on the defense taking away the deep. Remember, you can roll those corners up, or you can roll those corners back. You want to take away the deep ball, keep them back deep. You want to take away the shallow stuff, bring them up tight on the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play. He fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. You know, just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to that.
And that pass picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Line gets set, first down. The give to the tailback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to pass, it's Tompkins. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. This time he's got his man. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. New set of downs after that completion. He'll take a shot. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
11
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be. Stopped at the 18. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that?
Gets away from one, finds room. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains for the first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
The Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Grabs it in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They're trying to get to it. It's caught. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his big tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And they tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. And the incompletion brings up a second down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quickly out to the tight end.
Yeah, and what a good job by the defense. The objective number one in the passing game, get pressure on the quarterback, get hits, because those hits, Palmer, they add up, don't they?
They do.
He hurls one deep down the left side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off.
I got it.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
He'll start this drive firing. He's taking the shot. And the double comes
That
in.
was
They
bullshit.
made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
On second down, wants to throw. Looking down the middle. On target to the left. Makes a grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Going up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on third and goal. Trying to get to it. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. He lets one fly deep. He's got it down the right side. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and